Hello and welcome back to Mindset Mastery Club. I have an important question for you today. Actually, I'm going to ask you many important questions. And I highly recommend that you take the time to really seriously think about what I'm going to ask you. Because I'm going to be speaking about attitude. And I don't think we can speak about attitude too much. Okay? Because attitude is the foundation of all the results you're getting in every area of your life. Okay? And something that my mentor taught me, Bob Proctor, he said, it's easy to have a great attitude when things are going well. And I really subscribe to that because it's easy to have a great attitude when your finances are all sorted and there's money flowing into your bank account all the time. It's really easy to have a great attitude when you're perfectly healthy and your body's thriving and you feel like you're getting stronger, and like that's really easy. It's really easy to have a great attitude when there's harmony in your relationships, personal, professional. That's really easy. It's really easy to have a great attitude in times when you're thriving. That's really easy. But the question is, who are you when you're challenged? Who are you when shit hits the fan? That is a really, really important question. Who are you when you're financially challenged? Who are you when there's disharmony in your relationships? Who are you when your health declines, or you hurt yourself and you're not as mobile as you used to be? Like, who are you during those times? Who are you when there's challenging times within your work or within your business? Like, who are you? See, I find that when we're challenged, there's a different version of us that comes to the surface. Who are you during those times? That's going to tell you a lot about yourself. It's also going to tell you a lot about what you need to work on. Okay? And it will show you where your spiritual growth is. And I'm really, really big on telling my clients as well as myself, there's always a lesson, a blessing, and opportunity in every single situation. That helps me with my attitude. And then I start looking for what's good, what's the lesson, what's the blessing, and what's the opportunity. Okay? But it's really, really important that when we're challenged, we bring the best version of ourselves to the party, not the worst version of ourselves. It's really important. See, whatever we send out in terms of thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, that's our attitude. That's an energy that we're sending out. And whatever we send out must come back. That's cause and effect. What we send out will come back in energy. So thoughts, feelings, and actions. That is your attitude. And bad attitude, bad results. When things are challenging, you put the worst version of yourself in that situation. You bring the worst version of yourself to that party and to that circumstance. Well, what do you think you're gonna keep reaping? You're not going to reap good things in those situations. Okay, because you're putting negative energy out. You're putting lower vibrations out. Really, really important. Okay, now I've been thinking about something, and this chapter from As a Man Thinketh keeps coming to my mind. And I really want to share it with you. I'm going to just take my time and read it, okay? Because I think this very much has to do with their attitude. What he's saying here, okay? James Allen starts off by saying, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is the result of long and patient effort in self-control. That is the key. It's a result. So calmness of mind is a result of long and patient effort in self-control. So when you're experiencing those challenges, that is an opportunity for you to practice that self-control. You control your thoughts. You control your thoughts, and your feelings are now under your control. And then you can respond rather than react to situations. Okay? He says, its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. Okay? And what I was just sharing with you about your thinking. Now, he says, a man becomes calm in the measure that he understands himself as a thought-evolved being. For such knowledge necessitates the understanding of others as the result of thought. So if I understand myself if I understand myself to be a thought-evolved being, then I also understand that you're a thought-evolved being. And if I control my thoughts, then my results will take care of themselves. Okay? My outer reality will take care of itself as well. And he says, and as he develops a right understanding and sees more and more clearly the internal relations of things by the action of cause and effect, he ceases to fuss and fume and worry and grieve, and remains poised, steadfast, serene. Now, they're really key words there. He remains poised, steadfast, serene. So when you're being challenged, remember that. You want to remain poised, steadfast, serene. I've actually been bashed about this in the past, for being very calm. And I've had to work on this. I've really had to work on remaining calm. In fact, Bob Proctor had me writing out Serenity for 90 days. And so I did it. And I actually did it for 120 days. I wrote the whole chapter every single day for 120 days to instill calmness. Okay? And so I really had to work on it. But now, when there are things going on that normal people will react to, and they may get aggressive, or they may get violent, or they may get, really, really annoyed, I stay calm. I stay calm. It takes a real lot for me to lose my calmness, to lose my poise. Okay? And people don't like that. They may see it as passive, but I don't care. I actually did not care. All right, let's continue this. He says, the calm man, having learned how to govern himself, knows how to adapt himself to others, and they in turn reverence his spiritual strength and feel that they can learn of him and rely upon him. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success. I love that. His influence, his power for good. Even the ordinary trader will find his business prosperity increase as he develops a greater self-control and equanimity. For people will always prefer to deal with a man whose demeanor is strongly equable. Okay? And so I would ask yourself, like, who would you rather deal with? Would you prefer to deal with someone who, out of nowhere they can just blow up? Or would you rather deal with someone who is calm, steady, in control of themselves? Okay, what do you say? The calm man, having learned how to govern himself. See, I don't need to learn how to control anyone else. I just need to really learn how to govern and control my own thoughts, my own emotions. Okay? Now he says, the strong, calm man is always loved and revered. He is like a shade-giving tree in a thirsty land, or a sheltering rock in a storm. Who does not love a tranquil heart, a sweet-tempered, balanced life? Okay, what's he saying? A balanced life. Why a balanced life? Well, because whoever we are is going to be reflected in our life. So if you develop these characteristics he's talking about, being poised, steadfast, serene, being in control of yourself, learning how to govern your emotions and your thoughts, well, that's going to equate to a sweet-tempered, balanced life. He said, it does not matter whether it rains or shines, or what changes come to those possessing these blessings, for they are always sweet, serene, and calm. They're always sweet, serene, and calm, regardless of what's going on outside of them. Now, this takes a lot of strength to be this kind of person. It really does, okay? But it's so powerful. It says, that exquisite poise of character, which we call serenity, is the last lesson of culture. It is the flowering of life, the fruitage of the soul. It is precious as wisdom, more to be desired than gold, yea, than even fine gold. And I think that's a great point. You could have all the wealth and have inner chaos and have no self-control. And that would be a hell of a life. If you don't have peace of mind and calmness within you, okay, that would be a hell of a life. I think so anyway. And there's nothing against money here, okay? But what he's saying here, it's more to be desired than gold. Okay? He said, how insignificant mere money-seeking looks in comparison with a serene life. A life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of tempests, in the eternal calm. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood. Like, that is such a huge point there. Okay? How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful because of their explosive temper, because they haven't learned how to control their thoughts and their emotions yet. What a shame that that would happen. It is a question whether the great majority of people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self-control. How few people we meet in life who are well-balanced, who have that exquisite poise which is characteristic of the finished character. Yes, humanity surges with uncontrolled passion, is tumultuous with ungoverned grief, is blown away by anxiety and doubt. Okay, what are the key words there? Uncontrolled passion, ungoverned grief. See, I'm all for passion. Like, I love it when I see or I'm speaking with someone who's very passionate. Like, I would get very passionate about what we're talking about here, but it's controlled passion. I love seeing someone who's enthusiastic, but controlled enthusiasm. You don't want to be uncontrolled with your energy. Okay? Develop this self-control. I know that if I swing too high, just like a pendulum, I'm going to go right back the other way. I'm going to keep it in balance under self-control. Okay? Only the wise man, only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified, makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. That is so beautiful there. Okay? Only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. So it's all about inner control. Okay? It's what's going on inside you. That's what we've got to work on. He says, tempest-tossed souls, wherever ye may be, under whatsoever conditions ye may live. Know this, in the ocean of life, the isles of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hand firmly upon the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep, wake him. Now this is beautiful here. He says, self-control is strength, right thought is mastery, calmness is power. Say unto your heart, peace, be still. That is a beautiful piece of literature right there. And it's worth going over it over and over and over again to develop this inner calmness, this self-control. So it doesn't matter what's happening outside of you, you can stay in control of yourself. You can stay calm and be well balanced, serene. But most importantly, like, you're going to stay in control of your vibration. Okay? If you, like I said, if you allow yourself to swing too high, you're going to swing so low as well. Really low. Polar opposite. Okay? So you want to be well balanced. But it all starts with controlling your thought. Remember, you are a thought-evolved being. Okay? But this does require practice. What did he say at the beginning? It is a result of long and patient effort in self-control. So when you're being challenged, that's the time to practice. It's the time to practice being in control of yourself. Okay? I keep working on this. Every single experience I have is another opportunity for me to get better at this. And I think that's a great attitude to have. Like, you don't want to, I'm no guru on top of a mountain that's perfected this. There's always room for growth. There's always room for betterment. Okay? Just remember, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Keep working on it. Who are you when things are challenging? If you see a gap there, it's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to work at it. It's an opportunity for you to get better. Embrace it and keep going.